Right now, 4:30, controversial bills passed. Florida Republicans giving the green light to new rules that will affect students and teachers across the state. The bills include more restrictions on teaching gender identity and sexual orientation in school.
And students will not be allowed to use their preferred pronouns either if they don't correspond with their sex. And Local 10's Hatzel Villa spoke to the Secretary of Education about this. He joins us live with more. Hatzel.
So, Christy, the Secretary of Education got to see firsthand the accomplishments at several Miami-Dade schools, right? But we also had the chance to talk to him about the politics in Tallahassee and how that's affecting schools here in South Florida.
Very nice to meet you.
U.S. Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona in town, touring Turner Tech High School, learning firsthand about their medical, construction, and agricultural programs. Also stopping by Wilson Skyway Elementary, where a panel talked about the importance of the 5,000 Role Models program founded by Congresswoman Frederica Wilson.
When we talk about raising the bar, we're talking about giving students opportunities.
Cardona's visit comes hours after the legislature gave final approval to House Bill 1069, which restricts sex to just male and female, bans the use of pronouns, as well as classroom instruction on sexual orientation and gender identity from pre-K through 8th grade. Restrictions already in place through 12th grade. Cardona, who's a father and lifelong educator, says politicians are using education as a tool to divide us.
Our schools, we want them to be inclusive places where all students feel like they belong there for who they are, right? We need to respect people who are different. And unfortunately, many have shared with me here in Florida that they don't feel that way.
Cardona was also asked about Broward's challenge in finding a superintendent, some argue because of the highly politicized atmosphere in Florida.
A lot of the distractions and the political bickering and overreach of government makes the profession less desirable.
The education secretary says in the end, it all hurts students and their classroom experience.
It really prevents young people, queer young people in particular, from being respected in schools, from being affirmed in who they are, and really treated as human beings.
The governor will also be getting legislation that bans diversity programs at state colleges like FIU. The school's website on diversity, equity, and inclusion says they have funded over 40 scholarships to minority students, and they list groups like the Black, Hispanic, and Jewish faculty associations as part of their structure. And so we reached out to FIU to see how this is all going to be impacted. They tell us they're still trying to figure out what specifically will be impacted. They're talking to the Board of Governors and other universities to figure that out once this law or this bill is signed into law. We're now reporting live in Miami Gardens. I'm Hatzel Villa, Local 10 News.
Hatzel, thank you. And